guys. Welcome on in. Okay. I thought a little Irish tap would be like a wonderful way to break in Thursday night. Hi, everybody. Welcome to WCIA Network. Hi, Muffin Top. All right. We are starting. Yeah, a fiddle. I love the fiddle, right? Welcome in, Muffin. Again, I love the emails. Keep them coming. You guys are incredible. They set me forward. That's what they do. I'm just GH. Welcome, Rumple Long here. So tonight's presentation is a continuation from the other night. Hi, Colleen. That's what we're doing. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Trouble. Francis. Hi. We are continuing what we have opened up. I'm bringing you guys through what I call my my elements. So if you're new here, my elements all reflect Summer Moonwell's missing children. All the elements have been created and gathered over 2 years ago. Elements haven't changed. They came to me before Summer Moon even disappeared, allegedly. And they seem to be getting stronger and stronger. And this is all new to me as well. I mean, I didn't know that my elements were going to get stronger and stronger. I didn't even know if the elements were going to stick. Today, what we're doing is we're going to be taking a few of those elements, and I'm going to show you how strong they really are and how they point right back to day number 1. Day number 1, Summer Moon at the Wells home. Summer Moon, singing and dancing and swinging, playing outside, all of the things that Don Wells and Candace have spit out of their mouths is the answer to what happened to her and where she went and where you could find her. Every word, every video, every TikTok, and every creator that was on those videos immediately, day 1, have the answers within the deep fake. Don't know how they do deep fakes. They do it. But they have placed those elements within the videos that were so important in the beginning, but yet they weren't talked about probably anywhere other than YouTube. Only YouTube talked about those videos. You don't notice things really until you notice them. I say that all the time. Like, you don't see something until you see it. You don't know you didn't see something until you see it. And then you're like, was that always there? It was. That's why everyone's reality and everyone's images are different. So if I'm saying something like, oh, I see a dog, you may be like, I don't see a freaking dog. I see a tree. Maybe that's because you are seeing the tree because that's what suits you and serves you for that moment. So what I am seeing today is the same image, but the images are giving me deeper story. The deep story was not there in the beginning. In the beginning, I saw images. Things were happening to me that never happened to me before. And they're actually things that I'm still uncomfortable even telling people happened to me, because it's things that are very clairvoyant. They're like out of your body experiences. My kids watched it. Thank God. And this stuff was happening to me because it prepared me to do what I'm doing today. I would not be doing what I'm doing today without my YouTube channel, without all of you. You guys really support me and give me the energy that I need. It's a real true family of love and understanding and respect. You all respect each other. You all respect each other who you are. Even if someone comes in here and they boo-boo it, it's okay. We all know that's okay. They might come back in a month. They might come back in a day and be like, oh, wow, how did I not see that before? I don't understand why. That's because you were not ready for it yet. And that is okay. So the elements that I gathered way before I even met Summer Moon, it was when Timothy Pitson was on the news for his 10th anniversary as I was in the hospital. And all this came pouring in. Man, I hear people give these kind of stories. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, it happened to me. It happened to me. And I wrote it down. Those notes, if you hear that noise in the background, it's because my dog is eating a bone. Those notes are like the rocks, the foundation to what I'm doing here and listening to the spirits guide me. You mean, how many people that don't know shit would pull to the side shadows of black trucks? No, not many people. He's biting that really loud. Not many people. But I could tell you something. When I had that incredible experience, which was when I went into this photo. The photo was on the Wells property. It was in the back of the Wells property by this particular tree. Oh, wow. It's the tree I'm showing you guys today. And I said to you, it wasn't the tree. It's not the tree she swings on. It's the tree towards the back, in the back of their land. But so I've never been on their land, but I could just tell you clairvoyantly how I see it. So if you're standing and looking from their house, now I've never been there, so when I do this stuff, it's clairvoyant. And before I start welcoming you guys, everything I do and say falls under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. This is all for educational and entertainment purposes only. It's for the children, not about, the YouTube people. It's never about the creators that I choose to, put up here. Those that don't know my channel, like, oh my God, I can't believe you're picking on the Beeston Bunch. Or, I can't believe that's so rude that you put up the pictures of them having a baby. Well, if you pay attention and you listen before you start chip-chatting like a me. It's not about them. I say it all the time. Not about them. It's not even their information. The information I'm giving you is beneath their video. You see, they should know. We want them to respond. Hey, you guys, you have millions of viewers. You have millions of subscribers. This shit is under your video. Just go look. I'm showing it to you. Because what they're doing, I don't give a shit about them. We don't care. I don't care about them. It's not about them. This is about the children only. This is about the story and the information that I get from beneath their video. That's like if someone were to come in here and put something under my video, hell, I would want to know. Of course I'd want to know. And I knew it wouldn't be about me. They would just be using me. So do your homework. Do your homework before you bully someone. Do your homework before you say something that is so ridiculous. And anyone that sees it when you post it, it's just like, it's 2.5 years in, you guys. And that stuff just doesn't fly anymore. It just absolutely looks childish. It's all it does. It looks childish. And do your homework. Like you tell a 5-year-old, do your homework. So, and if you don't see it then, you could change a channel or stay and listen quietly and learn. And then maybe one day it will open up. But don't come in here and start bullying someone that you don't understand. That you don't understand. Thank you, Trouble, for saying that. See, Trouble came in here. First time of negative comment I saw. Other person, and you came in here, had an open mind, and right, it takes some time because it's very uncomfortable to see, and it's definitely very uncomfortable to accept. It's a sad thing because once you see it and accept it, unfortunately, you can't go backwards. You just can't go backwards. It's there. Thank you. So it's within the video. And today's presentation is, hi, just Mary, is going to blow your minds. Because if I were the TBI and I were the sheriff over at, Kingsport or wherever they are, Beach, whatever they call it, on Ben Hill Road, I would go dig exactly in the pinpointed place I'm going to show you. Nothing has changed. And I'm starting with this photo as an intro. Now, this photo could easily, most channels be like, dun dun, here's the finale. I'm going to hold you here until I show you the finale. Well, this here is a finale. My presentation today comes from Cracking Cases video. Every time someone puts a video out, the information is always different. So, like, it's different. Like, they don't show the door the same. Nothing stays the same. So, it's the craziest thing. Like, it's like someone showing a video of your front door, and then every time they show the video, sometimes it's red, sometimes it's white, sometimes it has trim, sometimes it doesn't. You'd be like, what are they doing to my video? My front door hasn't changed since I've lived here. Well, Don Wells' property changes with each video. What I need to go by is my clairvoyance, is what I'm shown. Now, I've never been on their property. When I look at pictures, people could sit here and they could do their tarot cards, which is amazing. I have a teacher that I picked him up right when amazing teacher. I don't know if you're listening. I don't know if you listen to my channel or not, but he's like, you have to learn tarot cards. You have to learn tarot cards. It was so hard. I'm like, I'm making my own tarot cards, you guys. That's what I'm doing with my drawings. And I met with him and he looked at me, and everyone does the same thing. You're a witch. Like, people who are in the industry, like, they'll pick it up in a heartbeat. They'll pick it up from across a concert. I'm like, yes, I've been told so. He's like, you could just read pictures. I'm like, I don't know what you mean. And this was right when Summer Moon went missing. And I guess I could say that he was part of my journey because he taught me, he showed me really how to be comfortable with myself, and told me that my world will change once I'm in it. And I know that I keep one foot out of it because I know what he means now. I keep my one foot over here, and don't really share and live it where my other foot is, my left foot. That makes sense. Because it would fuck up my world, right? And I love my world. I love my family. I love my kids. I love what I do. And we're all very tight. And I know that it makes people uncomfortable. Like socially, it's odd. I see it when people ask me questions, but he taught me about the photos, and then invited me to a circle, like at his house. It was like he does it with all the top people in the area, and I'm like, what the hell? What the hell? Come in. They were all at the table, right? And this is when I really first started to learn. Now I've done this my whole life, right? My whole life. I didn't know I was doing it. I had no idea. I just thought I'm like, oh, I've been there before. Oh, and they're like, no, you haven't been there. I'm like, yeah, I have. I've been there before. Everywhere I've been before, I've seen before, blah, 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 blah. But he really taught me. And we went around the room. It was an incredible night. Yes, I could remote view. Trouble. Yes, I can. So anyways, I'm really all over the board right now. I'm totally AD, whatever it is, attention deficit right now. Listen, let me go back to what I was saying in the beginning. Oh my goodness. This is what happens when I don't like do a meditation before I come on. So I'm going to go back to the Wells house and tell you what I see at the Wells house and how I see. And I'm going to tell you where the tree is that I'm going to be talking about tonight. They want you to believe this is my reading. And the only ones who know that it's really fucking real, which I know it is the ones who are there. They know what it looks like. It's not the tree that she's swinging on. They want you to think that's the tree that all this shit happened. It's not. If you are on their property and their house is to the right of you, and if you are standing, if I were facing, it's to the west. So if I were standing at their back door. Okay, no, let's say I'm standing at this door. Let's do it standing at this door. If I were standing at this door and look, wait, I actually have to get up. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Okay. If you were to be turned around and your back is to I actually have to keep my computer behind me. My back is to the mattress. So if my back is to the mattress and I'm looking so your back is to the mattress and you're looking to the left would be west, in front of you would be north, and to the right would be east. So the tree I'm talking about would be to the northwest. Okay? So the tree I'm talking about is to the northwest if you were to be standing with your back to this mattress. Okay? So the tree that I'm talking about is further away than the tree that is supposedly reflecting in this photo. The information that's showing in this reflection throughout the video shows you what happened to Summer. It shows you where there's parts of Summer and they could go dig. And it's not at the tree where her swing is. It's not. I'm going to show you and start tonight with Summer Moon and the information that shows beneath the deep fake. This information has been placed in the video that Cracking Cases shows. Because let me tell you something. If in fact this information was in the TikTok and the cops and TBI and FBI saw it, case would be closed. The case would be closed. So I am going to be coming from the standpoint that no, the cops have not seen this, because this is what's beneath the deep fake. Summer Moon Wells was a ritual sacrifice. Summer Moon Wells was sacrificed. And I'm going to say that it's the same group that took the girls from the Delphi as well. The information shown in this video that I'm going to show you tonight, to me, breaks open the goddamn case. Whoever is pushing this swing needs to be pulled in to the FBI. Here's the tattoos on the arm. These are rituals, and these show up throughout the video. They're not only on the arm, but they're on Summer's leg. I know enough that I have seen the same letters and this star throughout these sacrifices. They're the same. Whoever is pushing her has the ritual on their arm. I also say that this is Don Wells. In the videos that we watch, there's no one kissing her. There's no one stopping, and she's all bloody and she's got blood coming out of her eye and looks like this. This is 110% a goddamn ritual. And let me tell you, every piece of information that I gathered in the beginning and that I have today all stems from the Wells. All the other information is set by the YouTube creators that were there from day one. They were there for day one to create chaos. There is nothing here that shows a normal photo of a child on a swing. What you see here is exactly the information I show you on their face, their eye, what's between their heads. This is a bloody, bloody situation. It's a bloodbath. I am really not quite sure how this is not being investigated. This is Don Wells's head. You come on up here, Mr. Wells, and you tell me, when were you at this swing on May 28th, swinging and kissing your daughter on the cheek? This isn't in the TikTok. You have covered up your stuff. Everything that has been said out of your mouth has created the elements at WCAA Network. Everything that you have said has created and became an element. And you said it correctly. That's you, Mr. Wells. Your daughter is bloody. Your daughter is wrapped. And your daughter is going down under the ground. You are kissing her goodbye. Farewell until I see you again. Farewell. You will not see her again. She will not be there for you. She will not see you again. You took her blood. You know what happened to her. You will not get any kind of answer where she is. I know where she is. She's safe with people that protect her, that love her, and share a common world with her. Your daughter has brought them all together to get justice for what you're doing. They have become stronger. They have become smarter. And they understand that each and every one of them that came across the unliving looked the same way as your daughter. So you tell me, what makes you think she's waiting for you? She's not. None of those daughters of yours, none of your daughters are waiting for you. Not one of them. Oh, and let me tell you, you got more than one. You sent them all together. A little bundle. She's looking at you. She is looking at you. She was looking at you to protect her. She was looking at you to save her, and not the way that you said you were going to save her. No. No. They got smart. hundreds and thousands children crossed over looking like this. And this is you kissing her. I have the story. I see the door in which you lower her into close. Farewell. I will see you soon again. I love you, Daddy. Save me. Why are you doing this? She wanted you. She cried for you. She was screaming for you. Screaming. Let me tell you, Jody Sue heard the screams, but let me tell you something. From underground. No. Underground. She wasn't above ground screaming. She was down under in the tunnels. She was down under so screaming, so loud and so fierce and so feisty that she heard her all the way across the hollow, whatever you call it, the holler. Across the holler. Yes, she wanted to get out. Jody Sue didn't know where she was. She didn't know that she was down there yet. The scream was so loud, Don, for you. Jody Sue heard it from across the land, from across the holler, from all the way across the land and the property line. Went all the way across there. You will not see her again. Will not. This is one of the summer moons. The summer moons, there are many summer moons, and you used the tree that is not this tree. The tree you used, if your back is facing that door, is to the left and in front, to the left and to the north, to the west and to the north, to the northwest. Major. The markings on the ground, there's sand, there's water, there's a multitude of children. She was not alone. He heard her scream, crying for him. Don, you know I'm right. Don, I could hear your daughter. You understand? Being pulled away, her hands tied above her head, being pulled. Down the hallway, down the corridor, down a tunnel, away. There's nothing you could have done about it. You let her go. She was bound. There are different summer moons that went with her. This here, what you see on summer, that's bright and lit up, is a critter that they show in other cases. This critter shows up. Do you remember this, you guys? You guys take a picture of this. Take a little snapshot of this thing. It's a cookie cutter. It's a cookie cutter. This is Little Summer. And by the time you guys put this shit together, you were just talking your talk, trying to walk your walk. That is a cookie cutter element. This is what's next to the tree. I'm going to show you and keep talking over these photos. The tree in which I'm talking about has the elements surrounding it. The top layer shows that that is a chair. Okay, it shows as a chair. Oh, that's a bad photo. Right here. Now, this here, these are holes in the ground. Wherever this is where the rope comes out of those holes, and you could pull them, and you could pull the damn door open. I would really love if anybody that has access to this frickin' land, go here. These are the holes that I have been seeing for 2.5 years that have string coming out of it. You want to know what that string is? The string that's coming out of it, let me show you, is Summer's rope. So it's the rope that's coming out of it. The rope. Let me show you. Because you probably didn't notice this. In the window, Don's window in the door that he showed all the time shows the rope coming out of the floor. So let me tell you something. You want to go find what the fuck just went on here? Ask Don about this. You go find the hole in which the ropes go in. Every victim has a rope. Every victim has a small little hole. You guys know my readings. You remember my readings, right? I said that it's by sand. And you want to look for these little holes. And coming out of these holes is a rope, is a string. You want to pull it. Right there is what Don Wells is showing in Candace's video. Find that. TBI. Find this. If you can't find it, just ask Don. It's in his video. It's in his video. Candace is useless. Don is pull it. See where it goes? You see that? Underground. This is a reflection of this. This here, you guys, this here is what I opened up with. Summer moon is being lowered. And do you see? That goes down under. She's going down under. Look. It's a whole world down under there. This here goes, this here is a gateway. This is green. This is maroon. This is white. This is a gateway. I don't know where this is. I know that this is the string. That's in his video. I didn't put that there. This is showing a rope in a hole. This is a metal gateway. There's 3 layers. And this goes down under, and that's where she was screaming for her father. It's a pulley. This is metal. Imagine walking in there. Not walking in. This goes all the way back. This is what I see spiritually. Spiritually, let me bring you through this clairvoyantly. Little by little here. Okay. This here, let me break this up. Okay. These are trees. You could find these by their trees. There are big ass trees that mark these places. Okay. This happens to be Summer's tree. It's not Summer's tree that I'm saying in the backyard. Let me get a little thing to... Okay. Let me use this. This is a tree. There's a hole here. This is a hole. This is the top. This here is the top of the box. The top of the box is just the very beginning of the layer. It shows it here in the swing video. These are the boxes that are under here. So this matches up right here. Okay? That's what they're showing you in the window. They're telling you that the entranceways are like by the tree. You see? And this here, what I'm looking at, is the underground, like the underground railroad system. These are the tunnels, and this is where she was screaming. See, this tells me that it's going down, and then this wraps around this way. So then this goes out to the road. So clairvoyantly, I'm telling you, this would be the gateway out to the road. Remember when we saw like that car? Remember we saw the car go by? It was like a Toyota truck with like a bed in the back. You guys, not everyone's going to remember. It was way in the beginning. Don took all that shit down. He just did a dumb video of his property, and he waited until a truck went by. This to me would be the gateway, so you don't see the children up top. They go down here, and it would be the gateway in the tunnel to get out. They get out. These kids get out, and you don't see them. You can't smell them on top because they go away. You're going to smell them up to the tree because then they're gone. They don't go walking down into the street. They're not that dumb. They're using the tunnels. So they go down, and this leads out. It goes, I see this is going out to the street. You know how they said the boys in the video, you guys, the wells give all the information you need. We don't need any more information than taking all of their videos with their voices and listening to it. Taking time, writing it down, listening to it. It's got to all be there. Because all I write down is what I do is I hear the words I need to hear. So I'll hear words like, oh yeah, and the boys went down, down by the, like the foam wires, whatever they said. So whatever I heard them say told me that this thing underground follows where the boys would go running down towards that way, whatever it was. They followed the poles. I don't remember what poles, but they followed the poles. And this is by there. But Summer didn't have to run up on the top. She was underneath it. Under a shaft, like under. And then she was gone. No dogs are going to smell her leaving that property because this is by an area where they would just be gone. Literally. They don't know where they go. He knows she was there and then gone. And he is going to pass any polygraph because he's telling the truth. Telling the truth. So this is in the window, see? And all the things around this window change depending on the information they want us to, want me to see, to tell you. These little maroon things and this stuff changes all the time. But this is the rope. This is the hole. These are two. I see 1, 2. And these go down, and this is cement right here. This is cement. This is cement. This is heavy duty maroon, like cages that go down in there. And that's what's here. This is the beginning. Wherever this tree is, this is what we're seeing. This is what we're seeing. These trees, these are gateways, and they're used. And there is a hole right there. Because that is the top layer. That is the same thing that I have been showing you guys. It's the maroon top with the hole in it. It's the maroon box. There's a hole in it. They all have a hole. For all I know, that's how it will correct. That's how they keep them breathing. But this summer, in all of these summers, were sacrificed just like the Idaho 4, just like the Delphi girls. Because the way they show Summer Moon's leg position is in a 4. It's the same thing that we see in the other victims' information. It's the same thing, you guys. This is really quite brought to you by the same people. And I do believe that Summer is with Michael Vaughn. These are pictures that have been ignored coming on 3 years. These are photos and video that are so horrific, and the story behind it is so horrible that it's not discussed and it's not being accepted as what happened to Summer. This is what happened to Summer. This here shows you guys, it goes through all different children, many, many children. I call them Summer Moon Wells missing children. That's what they are. All of them have experienced the same pain and horrible journey to where they are. You look closely at these photos, and each and every one of them have the same thing on their body. They're different children, and they all have the same tubing. They have the same story. This is what we do here. We recognize the story to give them justice. I can't make the authorities say anything. I can't do that. But what I know is the Idaho 4, which is probably the Idaho 20, touched this story. They're part of this story. There's thousands of little babies. Is it my business what people do as the sacrifices? It's not. But the children didn't sign up for it, and I say it all the time. So we're here to protect our children. A lot goes on in the world. What I do here, it's about the children. I'm not here to babysit the world and tell grown adults what to do. That's not my problem. This is a gateway that looks like a chute that you put something right down. This has no space or no reason, or there's no reason that this should be in Don Wells' window, and it consistently changes over and over because it's telling the story. My elements haven't changed. There are gateways on this property. And I believe that they could be heard all the way down the holler to Jody Sue Brown and anyone else that is on that Ben Hill Road property. They could hear it. They don't talk about it. These photos that are in the smallest of the smallest corner match up 100% to the reflection in the window. So the reason that these things are so well placed in reflections is because somebody is putting it there. It just doesn't appear that way. It's placed that way. These little photos break my heart. They hurt me the most to look at because I'm being told that these are the closest to the truth. And the Wells know it. You look at your daughter and you know this is the closest to the truth. Because I know you are showing that here. This is this. You cannot get away with fucking reflections in a window and not have it being called out. Because you keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over. Summer is being dropped down into this freaking hole. Screaming. So what I asked the law enforcement, go find the hole in the ground. Ask Don, hey Don, this is your wife's freaking video. Here's your daughter connected to a rope and she's hanging over a hole in the ground that matches your window. Boom. Not that complicated. This tells me that they know the story of the Summer Moon Wells missing children. She went down in there. I always had a problem with this. Always changing. What was always changing was the hole back there by the canoe. This whole entire thing is a complete freaking theater setup. Thing is, you guys, somebody did that. Somebody set that up. This right here I am saying F you to the person who knows what I'm talking about. Because you know that this here speaks volumes. You cannot hide this shit anymore within the deep fake. This is what's called deep fake. The storyboards of these small little children are being told within the YouTube channels. Yeah, these canoes, by the way, I'll tell you what I feel about the canoes. I think that between the canoes and the skateboards and the waterboards and all that stuff, it's just used. It's just used as part of the equipment, and just like this. I'm going to show you how this was placed within this video, and it shows you that something is going on the Wells property. Like you're not going to be able to look away from this. This got too pixelated. This is what's next to the tree, but it's getting too pixelated. All right, so everyone that has listened to my videos, you know I've called it Grandis's RV area. Now, I don't know where that area is. I feel like that area changes so often, but let me show you something. Again, we're still with Cracking Cases video. Underneath this video shows what's going on underground. Underneath these trucks and next to the trees, the big trees and the trucks go together. This truck allegedly was next to Grandis's RV. Now let me tell you, this truck doesn't have wheels. So when you look at the truck in the other videos, this green truck is a truck with wheels in the front, and you could drive it away if you want. They don't show it like this. This is next to Grandis's RV. They are doing shit under the ground, and they're hiding it, and it's under the cars, and it's under the RV, and it's underground. This whole situation is completely screwed up. Wait, let me see if there's a picture of the RV. Wait, so for those who don't know what I'm talking about, this is the corner of Grandis's RV. But you may be like, what the heck? So let me grab the regular photos. Or let me uncrop one of them so you see what I'm talking about. Let's see. So this truck is somehow connected to the corner of Grandis's RV. This video, which is like 10-second video. Oh, that's not it. Wait, Jody Sue. Wait, I'm trying to find the pictures I used for this. Where did I put them? Okay, here they are. I want to show you what this looked like. All right, give me an RV. Okay. Well, these will do. At least just give you a viewpoint, because I cropped all of these. And I forgot that there's some of you. Okay, so this is that gold thing is the corner of Grandis's RV. What I'm showing you here is how in this video, this RV is lifted, okay? But not only is it lifted and shit is being placed and removed from under her truck, her RV, it's doing it under the truck. So this stuff keeps changing. All of this stuff, I'm going to show you, is changing. So understand, for some reason this truck is lifting up Grandis's RV. It's lifting it up. Okay, that's what it's doing. It's lifting it. And as it's lifting it, what's going on under the truck and under the RV is moving. So this here, for instance, what you see here, and then what you see here, keeps changing. So what I'm going to show you is what's under the RV and what's going on in the truck keeps changing. What's changing is the stick. The truck, under the truck, this here. I'm trying to get to a one that's going to show you. This here changes, everything back here and what's in here shifts. Whatever is going on under this truck, there's a hole in the ground. I feel a hole in the ground, and I feel the shift of whatever is happening is being moved. And it's under the truck. All of this stuff in the corner here. So if you look and understand that this is within seconds, this here moves and changes. This thing here. That's for starters. The corner changes. This stuff changes. It's going under the ground. So what I feel, so I could just go by what I feel. I look at these pictures. It's hard for me to explain the photo because the photo doesn't always necessarily reflect what I'm seeing. Okay, so let me grab one of these photos and put it up here and talk over the photo. I think that would be better for me. Totally will. I feel it already. Here. This is a clear picture, okay? What I see are trophies. I see trophies. I see things that are under the ground, and these things here are holding these things up to get under the ground. That's what I feel like. It's like there's a hole under there. Like there's a hole under here. And what just keeps shifting, this situation, that's the tree to me. This is the tree. It's not Summer's tree, but this is the tree where everything happened and they needed to cover up the front of it. So to me, this is the tree. And whatever is going on behind this tree and what you're looking at is Summer Moon's story. This. No, this is from way back. This is from 2 years ago. This is the video. This is still the same video from Cracking Cases. But what is going on here, I feel like this might be the day they were all together. Because what I remember is he had the same t-shirt on. Actually, he had the same t-shirt on in this video as he did in the video of when they were all together on the Wells property. And whatever's going on back here is the story. That's the story. Those are the boxes. It's what's going on behind this truck. Back there. But I feel as if this truck is covering the entranceway. Like like this all was set up. This is all set up this way. But now come to think of it, he had on the same t-shirt. Let me see if I could grab that picture. I think it's under group. This is it. Here we go. In this group photo, what Cam and Allie are wearing here is the same outfit that he's wearing when that video was done. Wearing the same outfit. When I saw this photo, this photo was interesting to me. Everything about it. But they have the same clothes on. I remember when I looked at this, I remember I was like, his t-shirt, he has the same horse, and now that I look at it, his t-shirt, I'm always like, has the elements on. Like, his t-shirt has the horse, has the L. Like, I remember it being like, what the heck? So this is the group, and whatever, oh, see, back then, this is 2 years ago, I circled elements. My God, I really circled little teeny things. You guys probably saw nothing. Hilarious. So he was wearing the same thing during this video. All the way in the back is where I saw this element. Right next to the truck, behind the truck. You see what page this is? 39. Behind the truck. Let me grab it. Wait. You guys, this presentation gets better. Right now it's a little choppy. Behind the truck lies this. Now, that is right next to the tree. This is the stuff that I look for because 39, 40. This is the stuff I look for because these are elements that show up within these branches, right? And it's this. It's page 41. That is the same kind of a thing that I told you was on Don Wells's dashboard during the rain. This is what it's like, a little person. But this is there. This is in the video. And these are little critter elements that I point out. And this is what the front of Grandis's RV looks like when you pull layers back. It looks like a mess, but when you pull layers back, it shows that the truck isn't here, but there's boxes and there's doorways. That's what I see. And what I could tell is you've got to move the trucks, and you have to start digging on their property for all of this stuff. All of these crazy elements come from the creators that I follow. These are two goofballs that I followed from day one. Molly Golightly and Bullhorn Betty. I'm pulling this in because it's going to all pull together at the end of my video, all of this. This here is the same thing that I'm talking about as far as sacrifice and with these poles and whatever else I'm talking about was always in their videos. This is Simon. Remember little Simon who didn't get justice? This was the strangest video that got no attention, and today's is an appropriate day for me to bring it back. Look at what they want you to believe is just a poster. This is Simon. There is no poster of Simon that I know is 3D, that I know holds its own little elements in their hands. But it was accepted. These ladies showed such information that indicated someone who put this in here knew what went on, because this is the Summer Moon Wells child. Bullhorn Betty and Molly have this shit on them as if it was somebody's arm. Now, what I see here are elements. I know there's arms and feet and hands and body parts everywhere. It's not uncommon, but that's not a poster, you guys. These are not posters, and what they did here and what they're showing is what happens underground. This is what this stuff looks like. This is how it's done. This is how it's done. The information and the video for this frightened me to no end. And when they said that, oh, he got justice because they found a bone. No. He's getting justice because we're talking about him and saying, we know you went through a horrific sacrifice. We know that people are just putting it in your faces. And we know that the children are very upset. And they're not going to take it anymore. Simon was one of those children that got lost. So that's all I do here is bring them justice by saying, we see you. We see you and we know what they did to you. That's it. I'm not here to say, oh, Bullhorn Betty did this and Molly did this. No, it's in their videos. That's all I know, but that's not my purpose here. It's not my purpose here. My purpose is to say to Simon, we see you and we know that you were sacrificed. That's what we see. You see, this stuff was put on these videos so clearly. And these people showed the elements so clearly to me. And that's because I know my elements. I know my elements, you guys. And this is very disturbing. Little Simon's hands are showing so much mercy, showing so much information so he gets justice. Every part of this video was like, you've got to be joking. Look at the stick in his mouth. Look at the photo. This is like 3D. How is that possible? And this went on, and all we do here is bring justice to the children by letting them know that we see this. This is how they show it in the video. This is part, I mean, whatever happens to these children is very underground, is very hush-hush. And they use a lot of things from cult settings. So they are very animalistic. They are crazy information. They make it look like they're using real big faces. But at the end of the day, they're showing the exact same thing. They all show the same information. The same information. What you see to the right is from the birth of one of the Beeston Bunch. This comes from the birth of the Beeston Bunch. What you see to the left is from Simon's video I just showed you. That's from Simon's video. That's a picture that came from Bullhorn Betty holding the poster. They're doing the same thing. That is what Summer Moon Wells winds up looking like. Whatever they do, that's what they're doing to each and every child. They're bloody. And this is what they're doing to each and every child. I believe that this is a picture of inside one of these rooms. I feel it. This comes from a channel that I watch. And the chairs are there and these rooms are the same. Trigger warning. Yes, this is from one of the families I follow's birth. But what I'm doing is I'm showing you the heads that are placed on the side of these beds and the kisses that are done. And the same information that you see here is a Summer Moon Wells victim. A Summer Moon Wells victim. There's no difference between whoever is kissing that face than whoever is kissing Summer Moon's face. They are doing the same activity. This is the same activity as this with that head. That's what I see. Doesn't mean it's there. I'm just telling you, this is what I see through the photos. And these are sacrifices. And that is someone with a mask on their face that looks like a clown that is doing blood exchange. I'm telling you, this is what I see through my third eye. Is this happening in the video? Probably not. But this is what I'm telling you. These are the rituals. These are the rituals. This is a cult. This is what they're doing in a cult. Is this what they're doing in the video? I don't know. But this is what they're doing to the children. This is very common to the children. They know what this shit looks like. They know what the faces look like. They know. And yes, there's a Mickey Mouse. These are faces. They have masks. And these are all really getting very blurred. But these are monkey faces. These are Summer Moon Wells children's animal faces. I don't know what they are, but I know that the kids are going through this stuff. And it's being placed beneath videos of creators on YouTube. Here's Simon. This Simon here, he has the same people that are in this video are the same people from day number 1. Nobody else probably has this photo, maybe except Benny. Yeah, Mickey and Minnie are in all their videos, by the way. Every one of them. And the guy who's the case that's going on right now said that he was a Disney character. But he didn't work at Disney, but he's written down as a Disney character. We don't know what that means. I can't even touch that with a 10-foot pole. But this is Bullhorn Betty. This is, I don't know, probably all these same people. And I believe that that's the guy from Walgreens. But what's going on in here is the same thing that's going on days later, 2 years later. That is Bullhorn Betty. With the same thing as Benny Keys. What Benny Keys has on his face to the left is the same thing that I'm showing you today. There's no difference between what I'm showing you on Benny Keys' face as this dude's face. Shit is all the same. So they're all showing the same information for 2.5 years. Over and over and over and over. The faces are covered. I have probably 300 pictures of Benny Keys' face covered just like this that I'm showing you. Here's one that's small, but he has the same shit on his face. This is Benny Keys' video. I have tons of them. He gives me the most information. Now, we don't know who Benny is. I say it all the time, but he shows me the most information all the time. I'm going to pick on Ryan Upchurch for a moment. Now, Ryan Upchurch puts this stuff on him. Right? Ryan Upchurch does the same thing. You see this? Watch his face. This is Ryan Upchurch. This was taken when Kylie Rodney went missing. And I put this to the side because I'm like, why does he have 2 different boots on? And why is this person looking like he's got a mask on like the guy from Idaho 4? So I put it to the side. And anytime I see any of these creators look like they have a white thing around them is because someone put that on them, or someone is putting that over their heads to do the deep fake. I don't know. I don't know how deep fake is used. I don't know how deep fake is done. I just know it's real, it's there. But this is Ryan Upchurch. This is right when Kylie Rodney went missing and it was all over the news, and Summer Moon went missing. He was talking about it, and this is when he said someone was in his backyard on his property. But this is him walking. I want you to notice what happens here. Throughout the video, I believe that somebody put information in here that's critical to these stories. the information that's placed beneath. Why is this here? Wait a minute. Hello? Oh, go ahead. The information that's placed beneath this video, within the waters and all of the symbols, very much resembled what I watch here. And the reason that I'm saying that, I'm like this, I believe that this is all by the water. So what I'm saying is there is water involved, there's a tree involved, there's mud, there's stream. So when I look at this and I also see this, you guys may be, what the hell's she talking about? He's walking in a stream of water. But then I go here and I'm like, I feel it's the same location. Not the same location, but the same feeling. Like it feels like summer is by a creek. Like the picture all the way on the right-hand side. Water. But not deep water, you guys. It's like a stream of water. Like a stream like this. Like I feel like summer, it's like you have to walk in an area like this, if that makes sense. Like I feel a connection, basically. I feel there's a connection between these two pictures. So many times I will show pictures like this and people will be like, oh, I don't see what she sees. This is a great example that this, I know that summer's by her tree, and I know that something happened to a tree on their property. Like I do see that there's an under tunnel on their property that goes through the holler. And when Jody Sue says she heard her scream, I believe she was saying to Candace and Don, I can't believe I heard her scream. Like, she shouldn't have, but she was so loud. That's what I feel like she's saying. And I feel like the Wells know what she's talking about. So when I look at these two things, I see the same thing. Like this, it feels the same, you guys. Like, yes, go dig on their property. Something's going on over there. But this stream, there's got to be a stream of water like this that I feel is very closely connected to summer. I feel it's the same. And I don't know the land over there. I could only go by how I feel and what I hear. Like I could almost hear, like if someone were to run through the water or touch the water, like it's not deep, like a creek, like this. So basically what I'm saying is when Ryan Upchurch shows this stuff, I feel connection. You know what I mean? And I feel like shoes have a big thing to do with it. So let me back up. Like when I say see two different pair of shoes, people will be like, who the fuck cares? And what I'm really trying to say is the shoes, the kind of shoes these kids wear and the kind of shoes that these adults wear are important. You must take notice of the different shoes, the shoelaces. These are ways of speaking. And these creeks with water touching these rocks is huge. Like, I feel they get wet, they get cold. Water is, to me, 110% touches these children. and it's cold. It's cold. You know, like this, like summer. I believe that that's Michael Vaughn. That doesn't even this is the one that looks like Michael Vaughn. But these children go through hell, you guys. It's like with the water. And I have to say that these are probably pictures that just look ridiculous to some people, but when I look at these pictures spiritually, to me, this is stuff that the children see. They see things like this in the darkness. This is part of what they experience and part of their sacrifice and part of their ceremony. So their ceremonies are outside. They're in a wooded area. And yeah, for those that have intuition and they're spiritual and you see these things and it's very, very, very dark, but there are flashes like this is what the children experience. This is what they experience. And I'm showing these because I know that the symbols don't change. And they stay the same through each and every video that I show. And this video that Ryan Upchurch has, it was always very strong to me. I'm able to go in and pull the images. Now, I don't know what you guys see compared to what I see, but I'm always seeing the same thing. I see little houses. They're metal. I see these flying little critters. Always. Let me show you. Now, these are pictures I take in the dark. I snap these pictures. They're in the darkness of his videos. Like this. They're always like that, the little houses. So by me taking a little photo like this, I'm able to tell you the story that these children are together within a family of a home. That's how they get sacrificed. They do it together. And they're within the leaves, spiritually in the bushes. And these are images that I have shown over and over. Like this. This here, these are little images that I have shown. And truth is, every one of these images I'm showing you here were flying around cookie cutter. Kylie Rodney's Prosser Lake party. Let me see if I can brighten this up. These here are the same. So this is maybe difficult for some people to comprehend. But I'm here, really, I'm telling it because these are things that are seen by the children, right? And these are universal bits of information. Like when I show this little number 5 here, and it's metal and it's little, this is something that would be in there. Like this brings justice because it's something they all know about, right? Or where is Grandis? That little triangle that I showed. The little triangle that I showed is another one. Or in the window here, like I could point them out because I've seen so many of them. Contrast. Okay. So if I turn the contrast up and show you what's in the window of Don's doorway, this here is a little fun little critter for them. That dude. This. That tells the story to them. Like I could tell a story. I don't know what you guys see, but I see it. Kind of like this one. But these are flying around, and these are flying around. That's a mask. That's a mask with 2 eyeballs. Like here. That's what's in there. Masks. Heads. That's what Kylie Rodney had. Same thing. Same thing. Yeah, they're just symbols, and what it's telling me is it's all the same people, same sacrifices, the same group. Same group. Green mask. Look at this. Wait. Let me turn this. So, here. This is right in the video. In the darkness. Those are all symbols, you guys. All of them. And it doesn't want to be, no one wants to talk about it. Nobody wants to talk about it. These are all in there. I don't know, I'm eating. Want to know what they are? Let's see. These are Whoppers. Chocolate Whoppers. I needed something. And then there's just a couple. Here's, I'm not done yet. These are just some more pictures I threw in there of Summer's swing to allow people who haven't seen all this to understand how it's so ridiculous that no one has recognized that these are completely off the charts crazy. Seriously. Here's another one of his. You've seen all these. Look at that. I mean, these are like in the darkness. I'm taking pictures in the dark. And this is Ryan. What he has on him here is the same thing that Benny gets on him. And these are just Ryan in the darkness. I don't know who these are. But the elements are there. And one of the last sections is important to stay and watch. This channel is just giving me so much information that I can't stop grabbing it. Now, again, not about the channel. This is one of the channels. They're good friends with the Beastons and whatever, the Kens. Kendra, whatever her name is, I don't know. But it's so crazy, the information that they're giving me. Now, I showed their faces and the kids' faces, and everything falls under Section 107 of the Copyright Act because they have millions of subscribers and their stuff is out there. And I must show it this way because I believe their channels are being used as a deep fake. I mean, look at this. But this here is what is called sacrifice. And what you're looking at is information on how they do this. What you see on her head is part of the equipment, I call, and part of what the children recognize. Maybe one day we will know what this means. Let me brighten it up. Let me darken it a little. Because this is what she's showing. This here to me is a victim. And the story that I'm getting is this victim has a child with her. And that would be the one that shows as a child with her. So when I say we're watching, the Beast and Bunch, obviously this isn't really them. It's what's behind the video. Shit like this is behind the video. Just like this. I'm showing it to you. This isn't what her video looks like on top of the video, but this is what happens to it. And as we keep it here, it's going to get more demented. And then there's a child with her. So this enables me to tell you the story. Oh, I put this here because I put this in here Not because it fit into what I was talking about within this split second, but because I recognized that the church video, like I just threw this in the middle of nowhere because it matched. Let me show you. The church video, they always go back to, shows these victims in their boxes. Actually in their boxes. This is the church video. And these kids are on scooters. Like this is a child whose half the body is on a scooter. No legs. And that's one of the boxes in the back with whatever that is with the L on it. And this piece of whatever that is, cement or plaster, matches what's in front of Summer's tree. So I put this in here so I wouldn't lose it. And then that's another picture of somebody kissing Summer. Look. This is a whole different person kissing Summer. Summer lips are very red because they're bloody, but this is someone else kissing Summer. And the law enforcement's like, whatever. All right, so back to this. So this video shows the spiritual side of these sacrifices. It shows the mesh interaction. It shows the hearts. It also shows the box with the rim around her. And the child, as you see, is no longer the same child that we started out with. So that's what I mean when I say, don't worry, we're not showing her daughter because that's not really who that is. Like it's, that all gets so deep faked and covered that here, I'm going to show you what's the most important thing to recognize are the elements. Copy. This child here, he's got dark hair and he's got the heart elements on him. On the page I showed before, but they still are in the box, that's not her daughter either. We don't know who that is, but it is a child. But recognize the maroon trim underneath her neck and how the box is there. It's the trim of the box is still there. It's in every video, you guys. That trim of the box is right here. Let me show it to you. It's right here. It's always there. Like a screen. And the child is in the corner. The heads are in the corner. All the time. So the information around her head, all of that are symbols. See how the photo to the right and the photo to the left are doing the same thing. And they are both within the frames. Summer is within the frame. She's always within the frame. There's a frame around Summer every time we see her. There is a frame around every victim every time we see them. see what this is. Wait. Sorry, I had to look at something. So it's telling the same story. And then as you get closer, you see, as you not get closer, you go within the photo, you see more detail of the person beneath the deep fake. And remember, what we're watching on the top layer is not this. The top layer doesn't look anything like this. But this is a story of the children. And this is how they do it. This is how they do it. The middle picture is, I believe that's a Ryan Upchurch photo. And then the two outside ones is from this video. But when I say mesh goes all over them in hearts, but they kind of look like an animal. This is what happens to them. But it's universal. The hearts are always in there. There's the number 2 happens to be the one in the middle, and then I believe the outside 2 ones are 3s. But this is what happens to them. But the information is the same. The child in this video is covered in this mesh and is in this equipment. And this is what it looks like beneath the surface. I stuck this in here to show you how this information, I stuck this in here because I wanted to pull this information together with what I'm showing you right now. This is somewhere in Mexico. Where Summer Wells LLC with Jose, it said that there was some kind of a company that was formed and they shipped a refrigerator to Texas. I have a couple videos on this. I'll show you paperwork in a minute. I have a couple videos on this, and once in a while I go back to see if what's in the windows could give me more information. Like, I know that this has something to do with it. I do, or else I wouldn't have the information. I wouldn't have gotten it. But the interesting thing is the reflection in all of these windows, it matches the Summer Moon Wells story, right? So this is in Mexico, and this is the address to Summer Wells LLC. And to me, this is what happens to the victims. This, whatever this is, gets shipped, and that is a refrigerator. And this stays the same. And that is the head over to the left of the body. So what they're showing here is what they're doing in the US. And this is connected to a company that is selling refrigerators. And I'm showing this like this again because as time goes on, I have more people that are going to understand it than before. This here is, let's see, LLC, Summer LLC here. Summer moon. Let's see if this is it. I'm going to try to show a little bit of this. That's the supply chain. Oh, Dominican Republic. That's where it is. It's the Dominican Republic. Let me grab some of this information. The Dominican Republic is where her LLC is. Wait. Okay. I followed the flight information. This came from Summer Wells LLC and Jose's LLC, whatever it was. Now, we don't know who Jose. And when you look up the bill of lading, it showed one. Now, this was in 2007, so this is a while ago, but it's still, one pallet with one piece of refrigerator. And it went to Texas. So I have a bunch of information. Wait. It's just her. I want to show you a picture of her LLC. Because I have the address. And what I did is I went through Google. Here it is. And I got images. Here. Summer Wells, Jose, and it gives Dominican Republic. And it's a refrigerator, and it went from Mexico to Florida, to Texas. Went to Texas, Houston, Mexico. So when you look this place up, and that's what I did. This is the bill of lading. What I did is I looked this place up and I got photos. And the photos are insane. They're insane, you guys. And this is the shit that it shows. I Googled it and I did my homework. And I looked up who's shipping it and the whole thing. And then I went to the street. Here's the street. And I got these images. And these images, this is where this is. And the images match what's happening. That's what I know. It matches. The whole thing matches. And then it brings me to the shipping company. Here's the, I think this is the PDF. Yeah, it brings me to the shipping company, and that's how I got my information. And this is the photo. And you could see that there's letters on the body, and that's what happens to the heads. That's what I'm showing you here. See? So what you see here in the windows, is a reflection of what I'm showing you, basically. Same thing. Call that number. That to me is this. No difference. That is showing to me the same thing. There is a head with an L on it. It's all there. Let me show you. Let me bring it closer. This picture, Summer, that was from her vigil, her first vigil. That's what they showed in her first vigil, and everyone was just peach keen with it. That's okay, like, that's crazy shit. So because it's crazy, we're just gonna ignore it. Well, okay. But we're not, so la-di-da. Copy. And I'm gonna crop it. I'm gonna crop a couple of these. So understand that this is a different part of the world, right? But it's the same shit. This with the head on it, the head is on top, see? And there's your boxes, maroon, the green, the white, the silver, and there's the top. And this is Mexico, okay? Or we could look at the one in the other window, which is basically the same thing. But worse, matches summer. There's the body, but these are the same thing. Thank you for those ones. So that's LLC Summer Wells. And this I didn't notice, or maybe I did, but this is a photo video of Summer. But what I want to show you now that we know more information is what's popping up behind her. And it shows definitely way more boxes than it did before. I'll show you what I mean. Look at this slide. See? The boxes back there. The maroon, the green, number 5s. They're just showing more of it. And then those are the dog bowls. That's summer. All of this is the same information. This is inside the car. Oh, that looks creepy. That's summer. These sacrifices have a lot to do with these children and they show these children with real white hair. I want to show you a close-up of how to, if you feel like you see elements and you feel like you're watching one of these videos and you're like, oh shit, there's something in her hair, just take a screenshot and you'll see it. It's just equipment that they put in these kids, on these kids that are being sacrificed. This is a summer moon. And it's right on the right-hand side, right over her shoulder. That's what it is, and that's what it looks like. And this is not fake. This is what they do, and this is real. Now what I'm going to do is take the picture and change the contrast so you see it. And change your contrast. And zoom in. And and show you the white mask that is used. These are white masks. And I believe that this is what helps do deep fakes, and this is part of the equipment. Those are the white masks. Right there. And if we don't show them and we don't talk about it, no one is going to stop this. Now let me turn it black and white. Take the brightness out of it. And these are your critters. And these are the masks. That simple. And I don't know if these children are real, if they're not real, but they're using our children. And I'm just here to expose it. That's what I'm doing, exposing it. So here's 3 different colors. And this is the stuff that I see before we even change colors. I immediately, so when I look at the original photo, I immediately see it. And again, once you see it, you can't unsee it. It's not a fun thing to see, but it's there. And that's what you're looking at. See, then you look at that way, it's still there. These are elements that you really, really should be aware of. And when you're watching these videos and you're like, oh no, it looks like I don't know if my eyes are playing tricks on me or things are layered. There are people that layer this information are the ones that want to show sacrifices and what's happening in areas of the world that people pay deep money to show, right? So they do it this way, so you're like, oh, so they think they're going to debunk you. Well, what you're looking at here is the same thing that I just showed you in Bullhorn Betty's video. This is the same stuff. This is the same stuff. So is it happening to this girl? No. So you have to understand, I'm not talking about her. It's not about her channel. Nothing about her. All we're doing here is helping expose what's happening in the deep dark web to the children in these sacrifices and what's happening to them when they get taken. We're not here to talk about her channel. They're using her channel. They're using her. They're using her. Okay? I don't know anything about these channels at all. I know that this here is in fact something that I've seen this. I've seen this equipment. I've seen it over and over. So whoever is doing the deep fake and using these channels, those are the people that really need to be stopped from doing this. It's not the one whose channel it is. for some reason, they don't want to acknowledge it. Maybe they can't. I don't know. I don't know why. But it's there. And maybe they have a reason that they can't acknowledge it. Maybe they don't want to open up that, they acknowledge it, then they open up a whole can of worms for themselves. In the marketplace, it's going to take them away from their purpose. Right? But it's here. And this is what the children and the sacrifices look like. This. That. That. And our country has gotten to a place of making it okay. To make this okay. I'm just showing you those are what the elements look like. Sometimes these things get really weird looking. I showed this the other day. Pretty much the same kind of a thing. Both of these photos are showing same kind of information. Let me turn Ryan's. Turn his. I might be able to see it easier if it's turned here. This way? Now I don't know which way. Oh, weird. Oh, weird. Think this way. So these two are the same. Green face. It's crazy. The photo from underneath the deep fake comes through, and many times these faces, like this, comes through as a male, and this is what Kylie Rodney looked like with the string between her eyes. That's exactly a photo I have of Kylie Rodney, and it's very significant. It's in one of her main pictures. I don't think I'd be able to find it. So I have so many photos of her. Let's see if he'll give it to me. Kylie. I don't think. I'd be shocked. I have like 1,000 photos of her. But it's got that string around across the eyes. Let me open this. Yeah, Kylie Rodney has, I mean, it's literally like the same freaking photo, which is, yeah, Kylie's pictures are very, very familiar, very much the same as the photos we're looking at. And I'm seeing if it's in this one video or this one presentation. Whoops. Interesting. So crazy how you look back at photos. When I look back at photos, I see different stuff. Like here, this is from Check It TV. I just came across this because I went looking for a Kylie Ronnie photo. This here is Check It TV. Oh yeah, and the sunglasses, you're right. Look at his computer screen. See that? He was a weird dude. But this is... It's so the same. This is so Kylie Rodney. Yeah, even the picture with the long hair. Right? This here is in the hospital photo. This comes from the hospital photos I'm showing you of the Friends of the Beeston Bunch having a baby. This here, what does this remind you of? This is part of the delivery hospital bed. It's that. It's the same thing that Bullhorn Betty is holding it with Simon's stuff. They all turn into the same thing. Okay, this is going to blow your mind, you guys. Hold tight. This is one of the best parts of my presentation. This is the little girl in the video. This is the little girl in the video. To me, this is a Summer Moon Wells. Like, actually a Summer Moon Wells. Look at the picture that's in the smallest... Yeah, trigger warning is right. Look at the picture that's in the smallest square. This is the best... I think this is one of the best parts of tonight's thing. This part that I'm coming into right now. The last part. This, to me, is a Summer Moon Wells child. Look at the little one in the middle. And look what's going on in the smaller window. Now watch. These all look the same. Tell me that that didn't take your breath away. Look in the smaller window of Summers. Summer has a little one in here too, like this one. You guys watch this. There's Summer. This little one is wrapped the same way as the one in Summer's little window. Watch. You guys, this is the best freaking information, I believe, of the night. Let me show you. Her little baby. Oh, I see them now. They're teeny ones. Oh, look at that. She said she's a teeny and a teeny one. Look. Creepy. Holy shit. This is what's in Summer's. There's that head. The fuck? This is Summer's. Wait a minute. They're kind of way. Oh my God, you guys, look at that eyeball open on Summer's side. Wait a minute, I have to undo this for a moment. Oh my. Okay, so when this stuff happens, it's because we've uncovered something. Okay? This is staring right at us. You see that eyeball? And the one underneath it? This is Summer's. Yeah. Fucking eyeball. Opened. We didn't have that before, right? And see the little ones? Those little ones match this. They're wrapped. See how this little one in here, these are wrapped? Now, you guys understand this is what they do. These are ritual sacrifice people who put shit in here like this. Oh my God. That's a Summer Wells eyeball. See how they're wrapped like little things? That's how this one's wrapped. The same. These are the same. Look at that eyeball. Oh my God. Look at that's the eyeball in there. Oh my God, look at the one to the right. You guys, it's the same thing. They have the same little critters. You could use a whopper. Ay. Look at this. You guys, this is a Summer Moon Wells. This is from one of the Beast and Bunches friends video. Check this out. She has the kitty cat on her. See? Summer has that same thing. What is happening? You guys, look what is happening here. These are the same thing, you guys. Look. These are all summers. See the one to the right? Summer has that thing wrapped on her head. These all come from the videos. All of these. But they seem to be enhancing. They seem to, I don't know. They just seem to be showing more. I don't know if it's my eyes playing tricks on me. I don't know at this point. This here. I told you this was going to be the best part. My God, you guys. You have no idea the things that I'm seeing. I like the mouth's moving. There's like so much shit that I'm seeing. It's I'm going to bring this eyeball back. Wow. And let me bring back, this one is very interesting. This little girl from that channel. Let me bring this in. That is a Summer Moon Wow's child. And this isn't, for those who just joined, this is not the summer moon that we know. This is from a different video. You would think that this is Summer's video. It's really amazing. See, these are all the same thing. See the faces? They're all wrapped. So what I'm showing here is these are wrapped as nuts as this looks. It repeats itself here, see? See, these are this pretty much the same concepts. And then remember this from Candace and Benny Keys swimming, and we saw this body like this, and I'm like, that's Summer, and she's wrapped like that, and I kept it, and I pulled it up today because this is all the same stuff. Like how you see Summer here is the same as I'm showing you now, with their heads wrapped. Like this here, wait, totally different video, but it's showing the same thing. This is Summer's car ride. This is the same thing, you see? This is Benny's. This is the car ride. It's all the same thing because they just put deep fakes on it. You see that? I mean, they just put deep fakes on it and try to present it differently so you're not going to figure it out. But at the end of the day, we all know what 1 + 1 equals. It equals 2. So, you know, we're going to get it. Because if you show it for, so long, and it's been 2.5 years, we're going to notice that this is the same as Benny's swimming at the pool with Candace. This is the same. It's the same thing. It's all the same. The whole thing is the same. You could change it. What is it? You could, what's the same? You could paint something, but it's always, or you could paint a pig, or I don't know, put makeup on a painted pig, but it's a pig. I have no idea, something like that. Look it. This is the same basic head as this. This is Summer. This is Summer. This is all the same. So now we go back to the head that's sticking out of the bed at the hospital. Now you could say, well, that's doesn't look any different than the head that Benny's showing at the poolside. Right. Because it is the same concept. Whatever they're doing to these people doesn't change. Only thing that changes is a deep fake and the way that they want us to see it. So here they want us to see it as if it's at the poolside, but here it's at the fake hospital. See? These are all the same concepts. All the same concepts. Here's Summers. Whoop. Here's Summers. Wait. So those are those. This is all the same. As well as this. So many things are coming full circle. Like, for me it is, because I just keep layering up the things that are the same. This, that, this, even this thing. All the same. I showed this, but here, you know, you could see the stuff on the face. I showed this earlier. And then this is what I showed at the hospital. But you can now see what I'm talking about. It's underneath her. What's underneath there is the information that gives justice to the children. I was just wanted to show you guys something, how their videos, you could see how someone could put stuff underneath it easily, because their videos are layered where you could take a layer off and add a layer on. So this, I'm just trying to show you that you could do that to her videos, you know, so they may not know that someone's doing it to the videos, because when you go in, I could lift layers up. If I wanted to lift this up and place her in the middle of freaking Disneyland, I could. I could lift this up and put her anywhere I wanted, if I wanted to. So their videos are made to be able to do this. Interestingly enough, this is why this one is in here this way. So it's a program. It's the way that you could create these videos. This is just how their video is created. So this here, I know these are elements, but like I could lift her whole body up and stick her anywhere I want. So it's easy to do deep fake. Cracking Cases always has the elements. I wanted to show you the little V in his hand, and the phone and the nails, like the whole thing has the same thing going on. Always has. I want to throw that in there. I'm kind of done showing her, but it continues. These are all elements, and these are babies that they're showing, and I already went through all this enough. Oh, this gives me a good opportunity to show you how these deep fakes, so ignore it. This is not her child. These are deep fakes, and the way that these deep fakes are placed in here, you could see multitude of children and little babies. So I'm using this so you guys could see and understand how to recognize this yourself. It's not about the channel. It's not about what you see here, because they're really used. This channel is awful. The information is actually quite trigger warning, and it's not even the top layer of the video that's shown. This is what's showing. And it's very trigger warning to me because I know what I see here. I see a terrible sacrifice and layers upon layers of sacrifice. And I see animals. I see a lot here. I don't see her child. I can't look at this that long. Actually, I'm going to take this off because it's just too much for me to look at personally. All of this is right now. I've been on too long. I can't look at that right now. This is all the same information. Sacrifice, sacrifice, sacrifice. There's a lot going on in these pictures as well. They're going to show a shitload because we just really showed a lot. And this is deep shit here. Really not sure, but I really wish that these channels would acknowledge that their information, their videos should be really looked at, because this is pretty deep. So what's under her chin with the heart here, the heart that goes on to a child, is what I was showing you that's in the hospital on her neck. See these hearts? And you see this? These are pieces of equipment and little hearts. That goes on the face. It's hanging from the mouth. Pretty intense. Very intense, a lot. I showed this to you. That's the box to the left-hand side. That's the hand. She's in the box. I may have to... This is the same thing as oh, that's the one I have to go over. This, to me, that is the same equipment that that I'm seeing in my third eye here. Wait, let me bring this in. Like, it's the same situation. You know how I'm always like, this guy's laying in the equipment. This and this to me are the same. Same pieces of equipment. I ended with this the other night, and it is critical that I keep this as part of my storyboard. This is critical that I keep it because it's a tremendous find. That this here really pulls me into the sacrifice locations. This really pulled me in, you guys. And I will be adding to these photos and showing you apples to apples. I want to let you know that I'm not going to forget about this section, because it was very intense the other night, and the Michael Vaughn that resonated from this was very emotional. And I know that there are so many photos that I could pull like this that line up with that presentation yesterday. And this is what it looks like. Like, the things that are under here are identical to that setup that that little boy is at. I think that it really resonated. Like, I believe it's the same setup that we look at with the tables. They're wrapped. See how summer may be wrapped like that? There's something else that I'm going to have to talk about. I feel it. This here is this was called Summer. They named this after summer. And the little girls in here have the same information with the chairs, and something about this video and that little boy's situation is the same to me. So I'm going to have to probably let that settle in and put those photos in front of me maybe tomorrow. But this here, what I'm saying, is very connected. Let me pull this up. Is very connected to, let me show you this photo. And I'm going to have to, what I do is I print these photos out and I put them in front of me. There is a connection between these. That's all I know. I know that there's a connection. These are common elements. And spiritually, I brought them together, and that's all I've gotten so far, is they're connected. And that's all I know. I don't know. I got to go even back to see where this came from. But it's the same. And these are all the same. I don't know why they're all here. Let me look at these. Oh, I see it. Oh, I see it. This is the carnival, you guys. This is where the aha moments come in. This is where the aha moments come in. This is the carnival. And what's happening here, is a connection. Oh, oh, oh my God, I just felt it. Oh, 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 oh. Underneath the carnival. Under the fucking carnival. I was right. Remember I said this stuff is somewhere under the carnival? You guys look at this. Summer Wells picture that we have that I said there's got to be a connection here somewhere. I don't know, like, and I stuck it in here. I'm like, I don't know. Check this out. Here comes an aha moment. See the boxes here? Boom. These are the same. This is the carnival. This is under the carnival. You guys. This is under the carnival ride. This goes back to the bridge. This goes back to under the bridge, the carnival. This is the freaking carnival. You guys, this is under, oh my God, look what's showing up here. You guys, this is nothing but spiritual intervention. This is the same. You guys, it's the carnival. It's under the carnival. This is under the carnival. It's under the carnival. I can't even believe this. This whole situation, there's the L. This whole situation is telling me it's here. Look at this photo. Look what is happening with the guy, with the little person in the middle. You guys, full circle. See how my whole presentation comes together? There's the number 7. Like all the pieces I put in here that I'm like, I don't understand why I put these in here. Like I'm like looking at them like, why the hell, what the heck's happening? This here, where's that 7? Here, it's summertime. This oh wow. You guys, this is the carnival photo. This is Don's video. Do you know that this is Don's video? Yes, it's Appalachian Fairgrounds. It's Appalachian Fairgrounds. This video isn't, so this is how you know intervention. This video does not overlay or cross over any video, any other video that I've shown you with any of these elements. None. This video comes from this, you could look it up. I don't know who the creators, this version is, but this is what it's called. Summer Wells, Don Wells laughs at summer. This is Don Wells. Oh my God. You guys, it's all in here. They're the boxes. Do you understand that these boxes, I just even showed you these boxes in Mexico. Right here. Mexico. Here. These boxes are right here at the Summer Wells and Jose LLC. I showed you as Summer Moon's boxes. And she's probably, I bet you this matches somewhere. I bet you Summer Moon is down here somewhere that looks just like this. I bet you that that's her in here. I bet you that this is going to be her in here. Look at little Summer. Wow. Or let's open this up more. Holy cow. Okay, so let me open this wider. This goes back to the Carnival. Day one, see how it goes back to all of the videos that were showed on the very first frickin' day that Summer went missing. It all comes from the wells. Everything comes from the wells. There's the maroon. Look at the maroon. Okay, I gotta break this down. Here's the maroon boxes in there. Here's the maroon, the white, the green. Let me just put this individually. Okay. So this is what's all the way to the right. The maroon, the white, the green boxes. This is what's over here. See the little maroon edges, like the box? Let me show you. This. I'm gonna have to rip this shit apart. Here's the box. See the trim? When we open this up, you've got your number 5 boxes. And I bet you we have Summer in here. I'm going to play with this tomorrow morning, this actual photo, because when you go in here and I open, like you have to open, sometimes you have to open them wider to get the full photo. I think that's going to be Summer in here. I see her little cat face. Her cat face is right there. You guys, it's all in here. This photo has all of the bars and all of the information that she has standing with the rocks. It's the same thing. This is the same thing. Because as you open this up, they're all back here in the bars. All these different victims All these different victims are in here. No, now I'm going to have a hard time sleeping. It's right. All these victims are back here. These are the bars and yeah, and wow. Let me show you. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, this here yes, see, as you open this wider, it shows more information. This is a big freaking deal. Summer. Wow. It's always a wow, right? So I want to find... This is crazy. We need the white bars. Okay. See, this is like her in the white bars. Come on. Here. Oh my God. That's the head. Oh my God, you guys, I'm telling you what's going to be in here. What's going to be in here are all the critters. This here, what's going to be in here? Oh, you guys see the face? Look at the heads. Oh, you guys, what's going to be in here is this. These little critters. I don't even know what to say. You guys, these are going to be the critters. This is summer. This is summer. These are all the victims. They're right in there. That is this head. You guys, this is the goddamn match. We literally just came full circle. I don't even know what else to tell you. We just came full circle and I can't breathe. We just fucking exploded Summer Moonwell's case. You guys, I actually feel like I could throw up. Because I know all of these critters are going to be in here. What the heck? Look at the faces. Look at the fives. You guys, there's the outlet. The white outlet that's with Summer. It's right here. You guys, this is all the same. The white outlet is back there. Here it is. What's here is back there. See that white outlet? Where'd it go? This is back there. That is back here. Oh my goodness. Look at the faces. You guys, this is it. This is it. Okay, so let me open these up brighter. I'm going to take one section. So I'm going to do this the way I usually do it. I'm going to go to the darkest corner. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to crop in the small corner and open it up. So how I usually do this is I try to find the spot that's all crunched together and that speaks to me. So I think we should go by the white because it's the white. Let me reopen this. So let me show you how I do this. Might as well do this live. Here we go. Copy. Let me get rid of all this. Let me get this off. Okay. So, paste. So this is the photo. This is a photo that's going to match and bring us full circle. So looking at this, I want to go to the all the way back. I'm going to follow this pathway. Watch. I will follow this path and open that up. That'll be the first thing I do. So follow the white. I'm going to crop that little section all the way back to that little window area that has the light in the window. It's got a light in the window. So I need to open that up. That's very blurry. Okay, wait. Let's see if we got a different one. Ooh. So these sections here by the boxes, by the number 5 boxes, I guess I really should start listening to my intuition. Stay with the number 5 boxes. It's going to all be in here, the answers. So those that are new, this little section here, what it's going to do is it's going to show all the elements that we've been looking at, even the critters. So what this is going to do is it's going to give us an affirmations that all of our elements are going to match together. So whatever we find in here, as silly as they look, I'm going to try to get it for us clear for the next time I go on. No matter how silly they look, like on the bottom there, there's like those really weird things. We have duplicates. Like I have all this. I have all this. Especially that face in the middle. That is summer. That is summer. This is mind-blowing. I think it's mind-blowing. It's Vector Gadgets on the case. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking this photo and the pictures from the Carnival. And summer in those white bars. That's all I need. Because the white bars, let me put summer in here. The white bars, let me find them. White. Were one of our very, very, very first videos, right? So these photos are going to be the most important for me to grab and compare them to. These. See all those faces back there? That's what we're going to want to look at. Oh my God, you guys, that's going to be her with the long arms. That's going to be summer. You guys, this is gonna match. That's gonna be summer, right there. I am telling you something. I'm telling you that this here get under there. Let's just use this one. This here is gonna be summer. This is gonna be summer in there. Right in there is going to be our match. That is unbelievable. believable. So I have the white side. So this is both sides that I have. Oh yeah, she's got a cylinder. You're going to see. We'll match this stuff up. I mean, that's not a full body. You're going to see there's no legs. There's nothing but a head on a platter is what's going to happen. And this is going to go all the way back. And these little teeny things on here are going to match what's back here. All the way back here. Ooh, and on the bottom. Let's open this up and then I'll call it a night. Wait. Let me screenshot this. And then we're going to be done. Wow. You guys, I've had this one for a very long time. Like, see how things are until the right timing. Everything happens in the right timing. I don't know if we'll be able to see much because when I make a screenshot and pull it this way, it's weird. See? She's in a box. Creepy people. Well, we have our work cut out for us for the next one. And the next one, all I'm going to do is focus in on bringing these two together. I'm just going to take all of the videos all the photos that I have. Because this one's going to keep changing, meaning it's just going to either blow up and show like really weird things, or it's not, but I love this. Yeah, this is validation for sure. Wow. It's like I don't want to stop, but I know I have to because I'm ready. My throat is sore. Incredible. All right, you guys. Well, for those who just came in, you've got almost 4 hours of video to go watch. And again, this is all about the children. This is the story of the Summer Moon Wells grouping of children, adults, teenagers that have been touched by these sacrifices and have yet to be given justice other than what we do here for them. We do the best that we possibly can, and tonight was a really good one. As I'm watching this change, oh my God, you guys, excuse myself, but this is awesome. Maybe I'll make this as the cover of the story right now. Here. I'm going to put this up as the cover so then you can watch it. All right. Thank you all. Thank you, Muffin Top. Thank you all for all of your amazing, incredible words. and support and everything else that goes on here at WCAA Network. And for those that are new, welcome in. Please subscribe. Be amazing. Subscribe, and thumbs up before you leave. Come on, we got to get more than what we have. All right, you all. Thank you. God bless you. Go to bed if it's late by you, and we'll touch base tomorrow. Good night, guys.